Okay, the next step is to make this little inset well, and to make this we're going to need a 1" by 11" piece of cardboard with the grain running vertical. So you can see the end grain here along the top, along the long edge. And like we've done so many times before, we're going to peel off the top layer of cardboard. I usually get that started with a pencil. And then if you peel it kind of slowly and really peel the two layers one apart from the other, and don't just try to kind of rip it out like this, but if you really try to pull those two layers down, you can usually make a pretty clean cut. So these are already pre-sized at 11 inches, which goes around the disc pretty well with a little bit left over. So what we're going to do is we are going to remove 4 of these corrugated layers, or these little mountain tops. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to tear out that center corrugated layer so we have a nice flat tab. And then we're going to take some good old Elmer's glue. We're going to put a little glue all the way around the outside edge of the disc. You don't want so much that it's going all over the place. We don't want to have a lot of mess to clean up. Just enough to get a nice little bead all the way around that circle. And then we're going to wrap the cardboard, trying to keep the bottom edge flush with the disc that you're wrapping it around. And here where we're going to have this overlap, we're going to put some glue on that flap. Again, not so much that it's going to squeeze out all over the place. I'm going to pull it kind of snug. We're going to take a small piece of tape and just hold those in place. And then double check and make sure that the edge of the cardboard is flush with the surface of that disc. Okay, now before everything dries, we're going to take a little more glue. We're going to go all the way around the top edge of our cardboard. We're going to place our oval with the circle cut out of it right on top. Now the trick here is to get the sides flush with the actual edge of the hole that you've cut out. Any excess glue you're going to want to just kind of clean up right now. I'm going to go around and I'm going to make sure that these surfaces are all lined up before I put a little pressure on it so it will dry nice and flush. Okay, you may have to spread it out a little bit here. Okay, now that I've got it lined up, I'm going to set it off to the side and put a little weight on there. In this case, I'm going to use a book. I'm going to just center it right up over the top of that hole. And in about 10 minutes, that'll be dry and ready for our next step.